Welcome to the Kiwanis Kids Day, Saturday, September 16th, 2006. We are watching as the parade comes down Broadway Street from the high school to the square.
So what's this year's theme, Suze?
It is Kids Are the Stars. It's 10 a.m., the time that the parade starts every year. I think this is one of Fairfield's most favorite events, the annual Kids Day Parade.
Well, people certainly turn out for it, and so yes, they love it. I think Kiwanis, I've checked at the tent, and 39th year. They've actually had 40 years of pancakes, but they didn't have the parade the first year. Jerry Thompson was telling me about it. So it's like 39 years of this.
And that was by T.L. Henderson, former resident that started this when he was a member of the Kiwanis Clubs. So, TL, thank you. We miss you. And this is the Kiwanis Kids Day Parade. Approaching us, it looks like the flags and an escort are coming first.
And maybe a fire truck, huh?
Yes, you can hear the sirens. We have behind us Jeffrey Northridge, who is also a Kiwanis member. What are you doing this year, Jeff?
Oh, we're doing all kinds of fun things today, Susan. It's just a great time for everybody.
What time did you get up for the pancakes?
Oh, I got up a little before 4 and was down here about 4:45. We had our first pancake customer show up at 5 after 5.
Really? Wow.
Do you guys stay all night with the tent?
We have somebody who stays all night with the tent, and I don't know who that was, but yeah.
I remember several years ago when I was in Kiwanis, somebody had to volunteer to sleep in the tent.
That sounds like a fun job.
It was Orville Prill sometimes.
Oh, what a fun job. And here we have coming up, what's the first lineup in the parade?
You know, I don't really know. It looks like
the VFW, the flag corps.
And the fire truck. Engine number 12.
looks like the firefighters are a little young this year.
Yeah, there's Steve. Steve Winslow's driving. The next truck, it must be some sort of their small rescue unit.
And behind that, the Kiwanis Club of Fairfield banner with Girl Scouts, Brownies. Ryan Kirka driving that.
So this is the Brownies then? Or?
Brownies and Girl Scouts. Thanks to all the mothers and parents that help support this group. Now the parade gets to pick up a little here, and we suddenly have
The Storybook characters.
which I think some of them have jumped ahead of the Storybook sign.
Yeah, well, it's a parade. Nobody cares.
I think I just saw Captain Hook, pirates,
A ninja.
princesses.
And here comes float, the children of God, shining like stars, with the theme, Kids Are the Stars.
It's fun to see all the floats and the participation, which is encouraged, and there are prizes for the floats. The first place,
That's the Immanuel Lutheran.
Mother's
float
Day
that we just
out.
saw. First place is $100 for a float, second $75, and third place $50, and fourth place big pile of pancakes. No, $25.
And here we have another float.
Yeah,
Very pretty stars, pink.
can't tell who
We're
it is.
shooting for the stars.
It's a community care and preschool.
Child care and preschool.
Here comes a famous people.
Let's see if we can figure out who these famous people are.
Well, there's Aubrey Ann, but that's not who we're talking about. Hi, Aubrey Ann.
Cute
Comes
little
over and
girl.
plays over with my plays with my doggy.
And here we have a band. This must be the Fairfield Middle School. The flag
Do they throw those like they do in Italy? Those flags?
And I know I've said before that the band in Fairfield has such wonderful teachers in the schools that there's a very good program going. Lots of participation. Here we have the Boy Scouts, Cub Scouts.
And it looks like the pets, the dogs. I did bring Sophie. She's in the car, though.
I'm glad she's in the car. Look at those cute little outfits.
Oh, I don't know about clothes on dogs. Here's Noah's Ark Animal Foundation.
Noah's Ark does a wonderful job in our community. The facility as of a year or two. And next, clown.
Clown with a, I don't know, Spider-Man and a dog, I guess.
And Winnie the Pooh.
Is that who that is?
Very colorful.
Now there's kind of a break in the parade.
That's usually because the kids walk kind of fast in between, but that's okay.
Yeah.
So this is an annual event, the 39th for the Kiwanis Club. I know that this is a busy time of year also because they park campers too.
Yes, down at Old Thrashers. I know that those two events just take hundreds of hours, and then they take the money they earn and put it back into the kids in the community, and lots of nice playground equipment, I know, and many other great projects.
The Kiwanis Club, I'm sure if you'd like to be a member, would welcome your call.
They meet on Wednesday nights, I believe at the McElhaney House at 5:45.
And now we have a group with the Jazzercise.
Where kids are always the stars.
Yes.
There's Connie Finney. Her granddaughter must be in there.
Jazzercise in shape. There are other events going on with the parade. The Pancake tent, of course, which pancakes are served from 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. on the tent on the east side of the square. But there's also the Chamber Annual Fall Citywide Garage Sale that is down by the parking lot by the First National Bank.
And don't forget the Farmers Market that's from 8 to 1 o'clock today at Howard's Park. That's an award-winning farmers market.
And now we have coming tractors, John Deere.
Yeah. I'm not sure who that is or what kind of tractor. It's an A, John Deere A.
I'm going to let you talk about these tractors.
Well, I'm just reading the side of it. I don't know that much about it. This is AC.
Allis-Chalmers orange.
Yep. It's a WD-45. I wonder if that's how they named that spray, WD-40, because they needed it to make the parts loose.
That's a good question.
Yeah.
Looks like a lot of chefs on this.
This is George's Pizza. All the future stars, it says. It's probably the employees and their children.
And here comes the stars of St. Mary's Preschool. It's nice to have the participation from the various preschools, community centers, organizations, even businesses in our community to participate in the Kiwanis Kids Day Parade. And the Shriners, they have a great time.
Look at this old, I guess it's a it's a Chrysler convertible from the 60s, maybe late 50s. Well, there it says it's a 1964 Chrysler 300. It's fun to watch those old cars. Next is another Chrysler. It's from the 90s. Evidently, they have a whole, the Shriners have a convertible group, the Ragtops.
And like I said, they do have fun, which you will see.
1966 Cadillac. There's another Cadillac coming by. Have to read the side of it to know what it is. It's an Eldorado in 1976. I think that was the last year they made the Eldorado Cadillac.
And here comes this really crazy Ford it's from Davenport, Iowa. I think
From the Kaaba Temple. I hope I'm saying that right.
And they participate almost every year.
The Shriners do a lot of good works with the children's hospitals and burn centers, and they really focus on the children, and they just naturally belong in a this type of parade for the kids. Keystone Kops, Fairfield, Iowa. There's old Craig in there. There we go. I need that type of thing. Some sort of
yes.
John Deere mixture. Does wheelies. Yeah, I could use that.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
It looks like we're getting to fall here. We've got pumpkins and corn stalks. It's that time of year. Homecoming.
Park and Rec. Fairfield Park and Rec preschool.
Kids are our future, that's for sure. The Great Pumpkin, Charlie
There's something else
Brown.
I need. Some of these four-wheelers. There's a lot of stuff I need.
Right. I'm not sure how many participants in the fair this year.
Club from Libertyville. And
I see Cheetah Girls.
yeah, I saw that on TV last night.
Yes,
The
I
Cheetah
did.
Girls.
And the Cheetah Girls are right in front of the bicycles. I wonder if they TV and movie personalities. I think the bicycles are getting ahead of their bicycle sign.
I see my niece in there, Michaela Kessel.
I can remember the days getting up early in the morning or the night before, decorating the bicycle, trying to figure out how to decorate the bicycle.
It all fell off before they got to the parade.
Getting the bicycle up to the square or the street that you're supposed to line up to. And I'm seeing the same kind of cheerleader outfits, pom-poms attached, streamers, and then just participating, I think, is really fun.
Yeah.
Fun for the kids.
There's Bert Chanowski. Whoa. Well, he seemed to make it. Does he realize that there's an age limit here?
Bert. Bert Chanowski's a wonderful supporter in our community of a lot of different things. It's nice to see him out here supporting the Kiwanis Kids Day Parade.
Well, here comes the Trojan band. Great, they're throwing the batons in the air. That's what I like.
Batons and the flag team? I don't think it's called the flag team.
What is it called? Just
Flags. Color guard.
Do they throw those flags, Shelley? That's what I've asked earlier. No? Yeah. I know in Italy they have a flag throwing deal, so.
And once again, the participation at the high school is really great, thanks to Jim Edgerton and the instruction that they get through the school system during their life.
See a little ISU tattoo on somebody's face there. promoting the Cyclones. A big game today with the Hawks and the Clones. There.
Yes.
Making sure nobody dropped any instruments.
Thank you, Jim Etchton, for all your work. And now we have a lone cowboy.
Kind of looks like a beaver clown. Is he part of the band?
And another clown and
It's, shrine.
shrine.
Yeah, shrine clowns from Ottumwa. Here's a McCormick Farmall. It's an M, 1951. That
Future.
tractor's older than I am. It's Keith and Rose Kryle's tractor. Let's call it Granny
Future
Rose.
star farmer of Iowa. Fairfield Christian School. It is Saturday, September 16th, 2006, and this is the 39th annual Kiwanis Kids Day Parade on the square.
And again, we're looking at, I think, the Fairfield Christian School float. Now we have scouting coming.
With bagpipes.
Yep. I like bagpipes. They make a great sound. We hear them about every day at noon. Doc Cochran playing it. Doc now, but Scouts, looks like they have a tent on theirs.
With their mottos or sayings.
Cheerful, kind, reverent, brave, courteous, helpful, clean, obedient, trustworthy, loyal, brave, and thrifty. He used to be a scout.
Looks like a little jungle coming up here.
That's my kind of float. What's it called? Something garden.
Forest Garden School.
All right. It's probably some homeschool. Nice float. Little star wands the kids have. And now we have, can't read.
Agape Land.
Okay.
It's a little hard when the floats come down the road. We don't get to read their signs until they're almost past. But you get to see them before we're announcing them. And here, I'm not sure what group. Sounds like drumming. We'll tell you as they get closer who they are. But they sound good. And they look good. All age levels. And I'm seeing
I couldn't tell where they're from.
I saw Deere brothers on drums.
And here comes another Shriner deal.
Now these guys do have a good time zipping around in there. Kind of worry about them though.
Yeah, they do whip around. They evidently seem to know what they're doing.
Their little car's looking pretty good shape. I don't see any dents, so they must be pretty careful.
Looks like they're from Kirksville, Missouri. I wonder if they drove those up here. And
behind that, we have
Some old Model Ford car. I'm not sure if it's a Model T or what. Not so good on some of these old cars, but it's cool to see. It says Boston Specialty Company. Here comes an old, custom deal.
A truck.
Roadster, and then a truck. 1923, I think. Something.
There is a car show here tomorrow, too, the Collector's Car Unlimited, which is another wonderful event for our community. That will be on Sunday, and so we're talking about this when you hear this after the event, but teamed up the day after Kids' Day Parade, so could have some participants from that.
There's an old Chevy, 52. That's about your vintage, Suze.
That's the year we were born. Jefferson County Conservation. I think this is their trail buggy. They have this available to take trail rides for the senior citizens.
That is, I started taking walks on those and bicycle rides, and that is just a real treasure I wasn't aware of.
The trail system,
You bet.
absolutely.
We have Fessler's Auto Mall represented with Mustang GT and a Chevy kind of a van trucky thing. Well, no, it's not a PT Cruiser because it's a Chevy. It's an HHR.
New cars mixed in with the old. First Lutheran Church reaching out to this community for over 150 years. That's right, they have a big celebration this year.
Wow, 150 years.
Taco John's, Waste Management, Schaus Voorhees, DC Diesel, Mormon Heating and Cooling. First Community Credit Union has a little barrel train here.
And a dog, the money dog, I guess.
Money dog, that's a unusual idea.
They skipped me with the candy.
The tobacco free for life.
Yeah.
Smoking is a slow sign of suicide. Iowa kids smoke 7.7 million packs of cigarettes a year. Wow. Talk to your kids about smoking.
Here comes another old Ford. That's Bruce Rebling. Actually, Stacy rode in that car after she got married, Suze. That's
right.
Yeah.
And look at here. We've got the Lions Club participating in the Kiwanis Kids Day Parade. How wonderful. The wonderful organizations in our community supporting one another.
There's an old Datsun there. I haven't seen one of those. Here's Bob Keller and Mary.
And it's time for the horses. We must be close to the end of parade.
Well, why is that, Suze?
Well, they always put the horses at the end of the parade.
Why is that, Suze?
emceeing today. I've been here, Susan Kessel, along with my husband Patrick, to do commentary on the 39th annual Kiwanis Club Kids Day Parade. I'm always amazed at how big some of these horses are.
There's Dick Reed, supervisor.
Yes. And we have the Pony Club,
I
the
didn't know there was a
Prairie
Pony Club.
Jumper Pony Club.
There's Jenny Northridge. I think I'm more of a pony. If I was going to ride something that's closer to the ground, I tell you, those horses are so big that ay, ay, ay. I've never been a real horse rider. And here comes another sort of riding club. I can't read the name on the banner.
Elder Hestar. Is that correct? Riding Club, Fairfield, Iowa.
Well, they got the star at the end of their name, yeah.
And the horses are really pretty. Coming, you can see them from here. All the different colors. They're really beautiful. And I think this is the close of the annual Kiwanis Kids Day Parade.
39th annual.
39th annual. We look forward to having this in Fairfield again next year, one of Fairfield's most favorite events, and thank you to the Fairfield Kiwanis Club.
Why don't we get in line and go have some pancakes?
Sounds good.